It's a vibe. Big GRIZ-O and Ting. Track we've been playing quite a while here on the Jay Fresh and Show, Jay Fresh and Friends show here at Pyro. And I thought, you know what, I need to get the man himself in the building. And he's here right now.
Big
Welcome,
GRIZ-O,
brother.
Southwest Sicko.
Yes, Southwest Sicko in the place. Welcome, man. How you doing?
Oh, good, man. Thanks for having me on here.
Do you know what? You have put in the mileage to get here.
Yeah, from Gloucester.
And how did you get here? What transport did we take?
I got the train up. I'm going to get the train back tonight. Got work tomorrow in the morning, so it's the grind, isn't it?
Putting in the hours,
Yeah,
man. I appreciate it. And it's not just round the corner.
Yeah, it's not a joke thing. You know what I mean? It's not a joke thing.
You were working on that in the train on the way out, wasn't it? You are no stranger to Pyro. You've been here on Nick's show.
Yeah, on the Blatantly Blunt show. Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Shout out to Nick.
Yeah, Nick's a good guy supporting music, man. So, firstly, welcome. It's good to have you here. First time this year?
Yeah, first time this year, yeah.
Exactly.
2020.
Exactly. So how is that 2020 vision working out for you at the moment?
Oh, it's good, because, like, to be honest, I haven't had no major plans set. I haven't had anything like, you know, some people are like, this.
Yeah.
I haven't been like that this year, but I know, like, the highlights, the kind of key things in my head I need to do, and I'm just working on towards that, and anything else that comes around that is just, like bonus.
It's a win.
Yeah, it's a win, yeah.
So do you write these things down, or are they all up there?
I used to. I got notebooks of, like, how I planned my old mixtapes and, like, listed everything, but now I'm just kind of, it might sound strange, but more like just passion driven. If it's in my head and it stays in my head, then it's supposed to be in my head, you know what I mean? Like, because I look back and some of the stuff I wrote down for these mixtapes never even happened anyway. So, but the stuff that I wanted to happen, it happened. So I've got, like, a little notes on my phone, but nothing in detail, do you know what I mean? But I just know, yeah, this is that, that's that, and that's that. But I think it's time for me to get, like, a manager or some sort of agent or something soon, because it's starting to, because I work full time as well, so.
And to those people who do work full time, perhaps outside of music, and then pursue music, that's a grind.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I'm starting to get to a level where I can think about these sort of things, like getting somebody on board to help me get more shows, or organise how I get my shows, or
that's really,
etc., all that stuff, you know.
That's really positive, man. Now, from your point of view, what would you look for in a manager? What qualities would you look for?
Someone that understands, like, what I'm doing, like, that wants to understand what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean?
Believes in you.
Yeah, not necessarily like that, but, like, also someone that's not afraid to shoot me down if I am just being all like, I can do this and I can do that. Like, realism is needed. Do you know what I mean? Someone that's going to be like, okay, well, you want to do that, but you need to take this step to get there. Do you know what I mean? Whether I could just be, like, blind, like, oh, I just want this, I just want that. Like, someone that can practically help me get there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Well, it's important, and I think a lot of times, especially if you look on Twitter, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I need a manager, I need an agent, I need a whatever." And if you deep into the thread a little bit further, they're not at the stage where they want that, because they think that will bring the success.
Yeah.
Whereas someone like yourself, when you've been doing it and you've got, like, the pillars are there, there's simply not enough time.
And I think as well, like, location as well. I'm not in London at the moment, so being in Gloucester, I feel like I've got the product there. I've got everything else that comes with it there. Like, I'm getting there, but just that, what's missing? Do you know what I mean? Maybe someone that can help me take me out of Gloucester. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's a point we're going to cover, and I do apologise, because I'm sure that it's something you're asked about quite a lot. About your location and where you're based and everything around that. But for a long, long time, I lived in Bournemouth, which obviously is not in London. And a lot of people think I'm from Bournemouth, which I'm not, but it doesn't matter. I let them think that. But I understand that there are a lot of challenges there. So what do you think are the kind of main... This isn't being negative, this is being constructive. What do you think are the kind of main challenges you face being, you know, a few hundred miles away from the capital or a major city?
I think... like, venues is one of the main things I'm struggling with at the moment, because I'm thinking about putting them on my own shows and stuff like that, but no venue. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that, or the venue's not ready yet, or whatever. So that, and it's not just the venues, it's the mindset that goes behind it. Like, the reason there's not no venues is because of the mindset. Kind of, some people, like, they don't feel there's a need for it. It's very traditional. So I got a new bar. It's like, from the southwest part of the country, it's only known for killers and rugby. Do you know what I mean? It's like a lot of rugby, like,
Little wheel up there.
They love the rugby. Like, Fred West is from Gloucester, like, so they just think of, like, certain things and that's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying they promote the fact that Fred West is, you know, that's kind of come out wrong, but
no, I hear what you're saying. It's known for those reasons only.
Yeah, and it's very traditional. Like, they got the cathedral there and stuff, but at the same time, there's another 100, 200 people that, like, more than that look like me, that are into music like me or whatever, and it's just, we're not facilitated. So I feel, unless we're doing something ourselves, there's nothing there. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's the key thing that you said there, bro, is that it can be frustrating when there maybe aren't the infrastructure is around you. But to anyone who's listening who might be like anywhere in this country or further afield, on the flip side, because we now have Insta and Spotify, you might struggle to get that venue in your hometown, but you find you've got a mad fan base in Bulgaria or somewhere, and you're selling out shows and doing merch there. So it can be a struggle. I do appreciate that, but I think you hit the nail on the head there. Doing things yourself, putting on shows, jumping on the train to come to radio. I appreciate it because I realise the effort involved,
and it's like the attitude. And I could just sit. There's loads of people back in Gloucester that just sit and moan about stuff. Oh, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. I've probably done it in the past, but if there's nothing here, then what are you doing? If you want to do this so bad, then what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Like me, I got on a train. I go to Bristol quite a lot. I'm over there. Like I saw you at the Eskimo dance.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's just I'm active instead of moaning about it and being negative or attacking the venue or anything negative. I'm just like, well, what can I do then? I found myself here. I found myself in Kazakhstan last year in September. Do you know what I mean?
Wow. Music's taking you all over, man.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just like first of many, I'm hoping. But I kind of not took myself out of a local mindset because I've been doing music for ages. But I kind of wanted to do this amazing thing for Gloucester and be like, but I think a lot more needs to happen down there first before I can just come here and be like, yeah, Gloucester. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I call myself the Southwest Sicko, because it's bigger than Gloucester. There's a whole, there's Bristol, there's other Cheltenham, there's other areas where there's sick artists. They don't necessarily get the spotlight because they're not from London. Do you know what I mean? But I kind of put myself out there as like the Southwest Sicko on the whole. Like I can represent all of us.
The region,
kind of thing.
The whole of that on the map.
Yeah, come with us, come, like, you know. So.
Well, you know what, we joke about that, but then maybe that is something that ends up developing into what you want it to be.
I feel there's enough talent down there, that side of the country, for that to happen. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, man. I mean, what I noticed as well, you touched on the fact we Eskimo dance in Bristol back in November.
Shout out to Shellings. The Shelling stage upstairs, they're the ones that brought me through for that one.
Six, because I think you were on just before I was on, or an hour. But you know, from my point of view, and again, I don't live in Bristol, for example. I think there's a lot going on in Bristol. There seems to be a lot of events, there seems to be a range of artists and all sorts around that. But obviously, there can always be more.
And as well, anyone listening from Bristol, I appreciate I'm not from Bristol, so I can easily say, oh yeah, there's loads going on there, because I go there on the outside, you know what I mean? So it could be like someone coming here from Bristol as I'm from Gloucester and saying, oh, there's nothing going on there. Some of them might have the same attitude, innit? But I've always been shown love down there. There's loads of DJs, loads of producers, loads of MCs. So yeah, it's nothing but love when I've been down there.
Definitely, man. And I think people who really like passionately care and love about their craft and what they do, they can see what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, and that's it.
And like you said, you could easily sit there and go, well, we haven't got this, or we haven't got that, or I can't go to that pop-up shop every day of the week, or record store, or whatever it may be. Well, yeah, the options are move somewhere where that happens, or try and build your own thing.
Yeah, like
exactly. Sitting there and doing nothing.
It's not going to do nothing, is it? So.
Exactly. But you're not like that, bro.
No.
Exactly. And you've always kept me well stocked with the music as well.
Yeah, man.
Ting, which you played a moment ago, I love the Shabba Rank sample as well that you flung through. And there's a record you sent me, Asset.
Oh no, that's just the name it's called because I saved it on this silly app, but like it's called Too Many.
Cool.
That's the name I'm calling it at the moment. I don't like the name Too Many because there's too many songs called Too Many, so I kind of want to. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I've called it at the moment. It's produced by Filthy Gears. And it's going to be on my new project that I'm working on.
Exactly, which we're going to talk about in a moment. So, should we play it right now?
Yeah, go.
And I'll let you introduce it because I got the name wrong.
Cool. So this one here is a new one. It's called Too Many, by myself, GRIZ-O, and it's produced by Filthy Gears. Check it out.
We are rolling through the brand new UK music right there. A track that I actually got wrong. It's not called Asset. It's going to be called
Too Many. Too Many. But possibly, I might change my mind by the time it comes out. But
I feel like you're just messing with me on air, bro.
It's just too many. It's just too many.
Too many names.
Yeah. Too many names.
It's Pyro Radio Monday afternoon / evening. GRIZ-O in the place. Southwest Sicko.
Yeah.
That name, it sounds exciting to me. Tell me about the name.
So like... originally Grizzly B, Grizzly Bear, that was the MC name. Just from being big, innit? The biggest in my school or whatever, people were calling me Bear. Oh, you're like a bear, like all this sort of shit. So I was just like, yeah, Grizzly. And then when I started doing my solo stuff, like away from the crew sort of thing, it was GRIZ-O, that was the name. Because there's lots of Grizzlies or GRIZ-Os like on that do music in general, innit? But from what I saw, there's only one GRIZ-O, and then I rep the Southwest, and then the whole sort of like serial killer thing that it's famous for. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, it all kind of just came together as like big GRIZ-O, the Southwest Sicko. Like, I'm going to make it famous for something else. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's very positive.
So, yeah.
Very positive.
It is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. Do you know what I'm saying?
So how, we spoke about tracks coming out and there's going to be a bigger body of work. Album?
Yeah, and it's called the Southwest Sicko. Like, just to solidify it, do you know what I mean? So you can't look anywhere with my name and not see. So if you just type in GRIZ-O on iTunes or Apple, like you're always gonna see that to go with it, and it kind of rhymes slightly. So it's just
put the two together, make it
sense.
It's
like a brand tag sort of.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And branding is so important in any walk of music.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with all this social media stuff, like. It's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with, isn't it?
It is, but I mean, earlier on in the interview, you said the two things that Gloucester is known for, in a weird way, because sometimes it works. Could be the angle that gets played that really helps get as many eyes on the project as possible. You never know. Controversy
and all that sort of stuff. So hey, I'm with it if it happens. If not, I'm doing my thing anyway. The Southwest Sicko. So,
When can we expect that to drop?
So I've got some planning to do with that, because I'm planning a Southwest Sicko tour around the Southwest. So like all the cities in the Southwest. I'm gonna come London and some other places as well that's not in the Southwest. But so it's all me doing it. So it's gonna take a while, but summer, I'm gonna say. Like a lot of the music's done, so it's just the whole planning and getting all that stuff together.
The logistical side of putting together,
side of it, and I got a few collaborations coming. So like I've been working with some producers in Russia. They just send me stuff over.
Sick.
And I got a few releases coming out over there. Bristol, loads of Bristol releases coming out with like some of the producers and that. So. Yeah, just lots of things scattered about, really,
Lots of work to be getting on with for 2020, man.
Definitely,
I know, it's February already, and I'm like, where's that month gone? And there's only 11 months left. It's nearly Christmas. We've got so much work to do.
And it's kind of hard work as well, because I don't just do the grime, dark stuff. I can do other stuff as well. So I've got all these conflicting ideas, all these conflicting tracks at the same time. So I want to do this Southwest Sicko. It's quite a dark, grimy vibe, and then put out some softer stuff towards the end of the year. Not soft, but
the other side of where you're
mellow
at
or a bit more vibey on it, so that's the plan, really.
It sounds like a good plan to me, and also it keeps you creatively, it keeps you fully motivated, fully in there, because there's different layers to what you do. It's not just one thing. So for you, you might think, right now I want to do this project. It's a bit deeper and darker. Later on, actually, I'm feeling this way. Or
it's a bit something to look forward to, almost. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. Exactly. And talking about things to looking forward to, I think we should fling a few grime rhythms now and lay down a few bars. Can we do that, GRIZ-O?
Let's do it.
Can we do that? Southwest Sicko in the place, Pyro. Let's get active.